Welcome to day 2 of the second annual Joseph Sports Commission.
Welcome to downtown St. Joseph here at beautiful downtown Civic Arena here in St. Joseph, Missouri, in day 2 of your Winter Showcase. Today, here in Game 3 of the day, we have LeBlond, Bishop LeBlond, Golden Eagles taking on the Lathrop Mills. Bishop LeBlond comes in with a record of 6-5. They fell yesterday to Adrian, who now moves to Eaton 2 by 2, and what was a very good game. For Lathrop, it's been an up and down road so far. 6-3 this year. Tough loss to Lexington early in the year. They had a tough loss to North Platte and Midbuck back to back. Since then, they ride a 4-game win streak with wins over Ulrich, Northland Christian, Hamilton, and Kaufman. This should be a fun one. Last time Lathrop stepped on the floor was the 30th. They took down Ewing, Murray, and Kaufman here. Starting lineups for the Eagles: number 5, Gracie Wolf, the senior guard. The senior forward, number 11, Katie Siegel. The senior forward, number 12, Rylan Connard. The senior forward, number 14, Ella Frazee. And the senior guard, number 15, Kendall Cathcart. For the Lathrop Meals, it'll be the sophomore guard, number 1, Mackenzie Keith. It'll be the senior guard, number 13, Hannah Pritchett. It'll be the junior guard, number 23, J.C. Cassinavoid. It will be it'll be the junior forward, Emily Zeimer. And along with that will be, what am I missing? Chloe Pritchett, junior guard. There we go. For Lathrop, I think it's pretty simple. You're going to run the ball through JC's hands. They run a lot through their Keithley, she runs the guard for them. She turns it over there. But they run for the line. You are going to see 85 to 90% of this ball handling go literally through Kendall Cathcart. They did a really good job yesterday in getting it to her. And when they get it in her hands, everything goes okay for them. When they don't, it's a bad ordeal. She got in foul trouble early yesterday, and that really slowed everything down that they wanted to do on the offensive end. Frazee stepped up yesterday. Frazee's their leading scorer. She averages 13.4 points per game. Cathcart and Connor both average 7.7 behind her. So they get after it. There's a left wing three. That was Walsh. That one rins in and out. Cathcart. That's Frazee underneath. I'm sorry. Frazee with the bucket. They lead 2-0 here with 7:12 to go in the first quarter. So Frazee's their leading scorer. She's also their leading rebounder, and then she's up there in assists too. With that one's off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Wolf. But I'm gonna just it's a Lathrop team last year that was really good. They lost 2 of their better post girls. They went 22-6 last year. They lost a tough one to Midbuck in the district championship game. That was at home too. And a thriller. Frazee, top of the key, swings it. That's going to be a 2 if it was on the line. That is back-to-back offensive rebounds. There's another one for LeBlond. There's another miss, though. Foul's going to go the other way. That was going to be on Connor. So early here, lots of offensive rebounds. Lathrop's not huge. They got number 24, Everly Zeimer, in the paint. But last year they were a lot on that height. J.C. Cassinavoid, she's our leading scorer this year. Also leading rebounder, also leading assists. That's going to be a travel second turnover of the game already for Keith at the point guard spot. She's a sophomore guard. They like to run a lot of stuff through her, but they also just want to get the ball in Cassinavoid's hands. Cassinavoid committed to Virginia Tech for softball. Lathrop in a 3-2 zone, maybe a 1-2-2. I guess we can figure that out. Looks more like a 3-2, yep. Right wing 3, Frazee, off the back rim, rebounded by Cassinavoid. Foul. Gonna go the other way. That's gonna be our Cathcart. LeBlond lost in what was a fun one yesterday to Adrian, though. Adrian's a good squad, but I just felt like they had their chances. They ended up losing by 2. But I'm going to be completely honest here, and I'm sorry, Coach Trimble. He got teed up with about 12 seconds left, and it stretched it from a 2-point game to what could have been a 3-point game to a 4-point game. And then that's when everything, there was just no chance with 12 seconds left in a 4-point game at the spot they were. Seagull, good ball movement there. Seagull's got 2. It's a 4-point lead for LeBlond here early. Pass and avoid. Do it herself. Off the back glass. Too hard. Seagull, rebound. Back into Cathcart's hands. But they had their chances yesterday for sure. But when Coach Trimble got teed up and pushed it to a 4-point game, there was really no shot for LeBlond to come back from that. He was not having it with the officials. Frazee swings it. Cathcart thought about it. Good dunk to Seagull. Seagull's got it. 6-0 lead for Lathrop. Sorry, 6-0 lead for LeBlond. Good defense there from Wolf. Saves it. Over to Frazee. Frazee running the floor. Just got one to beat. Good hustle there. Out of bounds. Off of Keith, and it's going to retain. LeBron's going to retain possession. Me. God, good. 8-0 timeout Lathrop. And just to start, Bishop LeBlond wanted. It's an 8-0 run to start off this one. Pair of points from Frazee. A pair of points from Seagull, a bucket from Connor, and a bucket from Frazee. And Coach Keith wants to talk. It's really been simple. They're starting in this 2-3-2 zone, but they've just found the open spots. They've done a really good job of moving it to the clock spot. Is what it really has worked. When they get it into that little short corner spot, they've been able to find Dumb's kickouts. They're moving it from one side to the other, and they got to just keep doing that. That's the thing. When your offense becomes stagnant, this isn't a perfect offense. They know how to play as a team, and they get the job done. Seagull's worked well inside so far. It just hasn't really been an answer. The 3-2 zone hasn't done too much for the 3-guard up front. Oh, Lathrop basketball here. Keith has 2 turnovers already in this one. Gets it down low. Drop step. There was nothing there. Pritchett off the mark. Rebound and Casanavoy tipped out. Nowhere to go with it. LeBlond played really good defense yesterday. Adrian's they score the ball really well. That was going to go, good hustle from Frazee. That one's going to go off of the LeBlond basketball. But LeBlond played really good defense yesterday. In my report that I wrote down, they weren't the team to really go and win that game. Like, if you looked at that game, they were not the team to go win that one. Their defense kept them exactly where they wanted it. So in the open spot, Cathcart misses off to the left. Rebound to Casanavoy. But their defense just kept them right where they wanted to be in that one. Going into the half, good move there from Casanavoy. That one gets Lathrop's on the board. So Casanavoy gets Lathrop on the board. Now they're into a 1-3-1, so they changed the defense already. Pritchett on top, longest, tried to go cross-court tipped.
For the Eagles, number 4, Mariah Rocho.
In for the Blonde is number 4, Mariah Rocho. She's going to come in the game for Connaught. Right, corner, 2, 3, I'm sorry. Wolf, missed wing short. Keith pushing up the floor. That's blocked. So good defense is just what LeBlond wanted. I talked about it earlier. They played tremendous defense yesterday. It is exactly what kept them in the game. I feel like this isn't the game where you have to play as good of defense because they are scoring the ball tremendously well. Cathcart for 2. back to an 8-point lead here. 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Solid offense here for the Eagles in this first quarter. Keith, right hook, no good. Rebounded, Cathcart. Cathcart rebounds the ball tremendously well. She averages 5.6 per game. That's the first 10 games. That is not including Coach didn't have all the stats from yesterday. Wolf, off the mark. Good rebound there. Frazee, a little 12-footer, no good. That's passing the boys, got it, pushing the pace. 2-on-2. She's going to take it herself. Throws it up, got it to go. Official timeout to tie his shoe. That takes it to 10-4 here. 2:07 to go in the first quarter. That's a 6-point lead for LeBlond. It's been really efficient on offense so far. Wolves missed a couple threes outside them and open, but besides that, they have not missed much. It's been gets the ball to the high post. Frazee, right corner three, off the mark. Passing the boys got it. Looks to push the pace. It's a 2-on-3. She's going to take it anyways. Right into Cathcart. That's going to go off her own knee. And it's going to be LeBlond basketball. Into the game for Lathrop, number 2, Peyton Cobb, the sophomore guard. Good ball movement there. Sego misses way long. Jump ball. It's going to stay with LeBlond. Maybe got away with an over and back call. I'd watch that as the game goes on. Mariah Roadshow completely just jumped over Keith. I'm not sure that that's allowed. Coach Trimmeltown loves it because he had a rough day yesterday with the officials. He's probably happy he doesn't have those. Passing away, pushing the face, up the floor. Little runner, no good. Frazee crashing hard, gets the rebound. Good job there for Frazee. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter. First quarter's gone by fast. Only 2 foul calls, not a lot of whistles in this one yet. Frazee, wide open, nobody stops her. Layup. LeBlond leads by 8 again. It has been LeBlond's defense. There is just no rhythm right now from Lathrop on the offensive side of the ball. Back door, almost over Keith's head. Good pass from Keith. Missed the layup. LeBlond can take the last shot. Shot clock should be off. LeBlond can take the last shot if they want it. Cathcart, high post. Good move there. No foul. 10 seconds left. Casey passing away. Takes it herself. Just runs over. Literally, there was going to be no stopping. She just lay it over her. Into the game for LeBlond, number 10, Grace Giles, and number 3, Lucy Evans. Passing a boy, that's going to not even going to get a shot off. That's going to be the quarter. So at the end of one, LeBlond leads 12-4, and the defensive efficiency just keeps up for LeBlond. They're not just going to overpower you with offense. So when they are holding you, I mean, they held Crestridge to 6 points in the first quarter. So them doing exactly what they wanted to do, that is now 10 points combined the last 2 games in the first quarter. They held Crestridge to 8 in the second quarter. Sorry, they held Adrian, not Crestridge. Then they really didn't give up much. They held him to 5 in the third quarter. And then Crestridge finally started to score the ball a little bit, and then they scored 17 in the fourth to come out on top. But LeBlond led that whole game. So in a moment where they felt everything was on their side, they led the whole game. Now you got to keep it up. They led by 5 at the end of the first quarter. They end up coming out with a 1-point lead going into the half. So you got to do more of that. You got to keep defending. They defended well the whole game against Adrian until the fourth quarter. You got to stack 4 quarters together if you're LeBlond. For Lathrop, you just got to find a rhythm on the offensive side of the basketball. Like, it is literally going to be about rhythm. Because if they can't get in a rhythm, this may be a rough second quarter here. Lathrop basketball coming out of the quarter. Passing avoid, can't get it to go. Rebounded Frazee. Frazee's got herself another rebound into Cathcart's hands. Exactly what they want to do. Miller into the game for LeBlond. Connor back into the game for LeBlond. Good take there by Frazee. Giles thought about it, kicked out to Connor. 10 on the shot clock. Frazee's going to take it. Miller left wing. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to get a shot up. Giles, 3. In and out. So good offensive. It wasn't a great offensive possession there, but they got downhill. They kicked out. They just didn't get the shot they wanted. Casanavoy misses long. That one's no good. There's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be LeBlond basketball. So just wasn't able to finish there. Number 34, Emery Leaning, freshman, into the game. Good hustle there from Casanavoy, both on the floor. That ball's tipped. Cathcart attacks, stops, pull up, jumper, good. Cathcart getting to that elbow and just finding the rhythm. They lead 14-4 in this one. 6:20 to go. So 2 minutes already off the clock here for Lathrop, and they still are yet to have another point. Good take there by Keith. Keith may have to start doing that more. Her and Casanavoy may have to take over in this one. Not a whole lot of help around them so far. 14-6 here. 5:58 to go in the second quarter. Tried to get it to the high post. Frazee comes and gets it. Nearly turned over. Connor goes up on the floor. So back into the game for Lathrop's number 13, Hannah Pritchett, and number 25, Chloe Pritchett. And then into the game for the Eagles, number 11, Katie Seago, and number 5, Gracie Wolf. Got it to Seago in the corner. Connor, right wing 3. And out. It's not the 4th time that's happened to LeBlond over here on the right side of the floor. They just bounce in and out. Casanavoy going to take it herself. That's going to be no call. Coach Trimble wants to slow it down. Top of the key, Frazee's got it. Casanavoy just runs through Cathcart. Connor, right hand, got it to go. Back to 10. And just another turnover. They are just giving the ball to LeBlond at this point. There's no offensive efficiency from the Meals at all. That's going to be a foul. That one's going to go on Keith. That'll be her first. That'll be team foul number 2 here in the quarter. Slowing it down. 16 on the shot clock. Action here, top of the key. There's just no offense there. 10 now on the shot clock. Haven't gotten the look they wanted yet. Gonna go to Siegel inside. She's going to work. Right hand, misses front rim. Back tap, hustle Wolf. Pritchett falls to the ground. Travel. Gonna be a brand new 35 for the Eagles. That's gonna be. That foul's gonna go on LeBlond. That one's gonna go on Frazee. That's gonna be her first team foul number 1 here in the second quarter. 4:08 to go here in the second. Good action here. Pritchett though couldn't handle it. Wolf pushing pace, slows it down, gets it to Frazee, and then of course it goes right to Cathcart. That's the philosophy. Let's attack. Let's get it to backdoor. Frazee wide open. Too easy. Timeout. Coach Keith wants to talk about it again. LeBlond leads this one 18-6. The struggle on the offensive side of the ball for Lathrop is just killing them on the defensive end. Like they're just being lackadaisical on the defensive end. I think it's caused by their offense. Like I think if they could defend, if they were scoring a little bit better, they would want to be in this one on the defensive side of the ball just a little bit better. But they cannot get it done on the offensive side of the ball at the moment. They have 6 points, and we're through 12 minutes and 16 seconds of game time. Give some credit to the LeBlond defense, though. They have, the last 2 days, it has been defense, defense, defense. They held Adrian to 6 in the first quarter. We talked about it. 14 and a half. Like, I just want to, if they can put together 4 quarters of defense like this, it's going to be a cakewalk for LeBlond through this game. I'm calling that. If they start to let up, if they let this become just as easy for Lathrop, then that's when Lathrop can start to make their run. But if LeBlond keeps defending the way they are right now, this will become a tall task for Lathrop because they've dug themselves in so much of a hole right here. The defense LeBlond's putting together is just leading to offense. They're getting into sets they want. They're not having to push the ball at all. Into the game for Lathrop is number 45, Maddie Neal, freshman guard. Good pass, Keith, cast and avoid. Out of the timeout. That's a big bucket there. Gets it back to 10. 8:23 to go. Sorry, 3:23 to go. Keith barely somehow floated that pass up and over. Seago, left hand, almost got it to go. Rebound, Pritchett. This is when Lathrop's got to make their push. They've scored. Now they got to stop out of the timeout. Can they do it again? Good find. Pritchett, though, couldn't handle it. Top of the key. Nearly turned over. Keith, little floater, way off the mark. Too hard. Pass and avoid. 3 ball. Missed. Pritchett rebounded. Here's where Lathrop can make their push. There's another 3. Pritchett got it. That's Coley. That's huge for Lathrop. They've cut it to 7. A little 5-0 run here for the Mules. Back into the offensive set. Good floater pass from Connor to Frazee. Good offense from LeBlond. Gives them back a 9-point lead. So just when you thought you felt the momentum going towards Lathrop, LeBlond ends it. Then they get back to their defending ways. They've given up 5 points in the last 50 seconds. It's nearly as many points as they gave up the whole first. That's going to be a charge. Other way they go. That foul's going to go on Pritchett. That'll be her first. Back into the game for the Eagles. Number 10, Grace Giles. Frazee going to go to work. Floater off the mark, missed too hard. Cassinavoid's got it. She may not give it up. Spin move. Floater. Missed. Pritchett. Rebounded. Foul. That was going to go on Giles. Pritchett's going to go to the line and shoot 2. That'll be Grace's first. That'll be team foul number 2 here in the second quarter.
Eagle foul number 10, Grace Giles, her first, team number 2.
Pritchett gets the first to go. Pritchett misses that one. Good move there from Cathcart. Had Keith lost. Carey. Back the other way. Into the game for LeBlonds. Number 4, Maya Rocha. Number 20, Brenna Miller. Good lay there. Cassinavoid got it to go. They've cut it to 6 here before half. 20-14. So now they've cut it to 6, and they're going to get the ball back. Good backdoor from Cathcart. Lays it. Missed. Rebounded. Pritchett falls to the ground. Travel. Shot clock reset, so there's going to be no shot clock. So that means Zemer's back into the game, which means LeBlond can take the last shot if they want it. 26.8 on the shot. 26.8 on the game clock. I'm sorry. Takes the free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded Frazee. Then it's a turnover, so Lathrop's going to get the last shot. Cassinavoid pushing pace, 20 on the shot, 20 on the clock. She's going to take it herself. She's going to lay it herself. They've cut it to 4. A huge run here for the Mules, and they've cut it to 4. 3 on the game clock. Cathcart puts it up. Cathcart misses. Long. Lathrop ends the half on a huge run. They outscored LeBlond there 12-8 in the second quarter. They've cut it to 4. LeBlond leads this one 20-16 at half. We'll be back after the break. LeBlond let off that gas, or LeBlond let off that gas just a little bit too much. Lathrop took advantage, cut the lead to 4, and now they only trail by 4 here after half. So it's going to be Lathrop basketball coming out here. So we'll see how LeBlond can respond. Lathrop basketball here to start the second half. 16 minutes to go. Pritchett wants it over the top. Good pass from Casanavoy underneath the. Couldn't get it to go. Cathcart's got it. Seago slows it down. They've ran everything through Cathcart. They've had some really good offense today, though. Really balanced. Their leading scorer is Frazee with 8. Cathcart has 4. 5 on the shot clock. Frazee's going to have to go do it herself. Couldn't handle it. It's turnover. Good defense there from Seago. That one's going to be off of LeBlond. So Lathrop to inbound. Lathrop to inbound. That's going to be a foul. That one's going to go on Seago. That's going to be her first, team foul number 1. I was really mad at myself. I write down scores and stuff, and I switched my color of pen for my team halfway through. I had LeBlond as black. I had LeBlond as blue to start the game because they're purple, and I switched them to black. I was really mad at myself. That one's good. Casanavoy got it. Lathrop is blue. Let me make sure I write them down in the right color this time. Messed up all my stats. So the Blondes found themselves, let's see if they can answer. Found themselves in a game. They led by 12 at one point. Carter, right wing, 3, off the mark. That one's out of bounds. Foul. No, I'm sorry. That foul's going to go on Frazee, her second. Team foul number 2 here in the third quarter already. Good defense there from Frazee. Seago to guard Casanavoy. Good defense there. Falls to the ground. Gets back up. Casanavoy cross court pass to Pritchett. Pritchett, her second 3 is off the mark. Chloe hit one earlier in the game. Couldn't get that one to go. Frazee attacks. Frazee floater. Good. Got it. Back to a 4-point lead for LeBlond. Frazee's got 10 here for the Bishop. She leads this team in scoring. She averages just above 13 points a game, I believe. Good take there by Kinsey. Frazee averages just above 13 points a game, so leading scorer for this team. Keith keeping them right here. Frazee's got it. Mid-range, thought about it, attacks. Right hand floater again. Puts it up. No good. Off the back iron. Lathrop's got a chance to tie this one or take the lead on this possession. They trail by 12 at one point in this half, or in this game. They're going to call a foul there. That one's going to go on Katie, or that one's going to go on Wolf. Her second, team foul number 3. Kind of surprised that was called a foul. I almost thought that was a jump ball. They said they got her on her arm, though. Pritchett at the line to shoot 2. First one misses short. That one's good. 3-point game here, 4:37 to go. That foul's going to go on Keith. That's her first, or that's her second team foul, number 1 here in the third quarter. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Casanavoid, Cathcart, Keith, all have something to say on that last possession, but it ends up in that one's going to be a foul. That's going to go on Seago. That's going to be her second. That's going to be team foul number 4 already here in the third quarter. That means the next Eagle foul is going to send Lathrop to the line to shoot 2. Not what you want to be. You definitely don't want to send Lathrop to the line and give them 3 points the rest of the day. Good defense there from Cathcart. Big time. That was huge. Seago thought about the 3, didn't take it. Swinging across. Good stop. Float. Couldn't get it to go. That one's going to be off of Seago. Going to go back to Lathrop. Lathrop's got the chance to take the lead with a bucket here. Casanavoid, floater, runner, way off the mark. Foul. 2 shots. That one's going to go on 12. Rylan Connor, her second, team foul number 5. And that's now puts them at the line the rest of the second half. Casanavoid gets that one to go. It's a 6-2 run. It's a 7-2 run to start the quarter here. And now Lathrop has the lead for the first time in this game. Connor's got it. Little pull-up jumper, foul. She's going to go to the line. That one's going to go on Pritchett. That's going to be her second, team foul number 2. So that's going to send Connor at the line. Misses the first. Connor misses the second. Out of bounds. It's going to be Lathrop basketball. One tie, one lead change here in this third quarter. 3:15 to go. Lathrop leads 23-22. Back to Cathcart's hands. Back to LeBlond. Here we go. Can LeBlond get the offense going? They've only got a point. Or they've only got a pair of points here in this third quarter. We're 5 minutes into it. The scoring drought has been real. Haven't scored for just about 3 minutes. Finds Connor. Foul. That one's going to go on Pritchett. That's going to be her third. Team foul number 3. Missed off the mark. Good rebound there. Couldn't get it to go. Casanavoid's got it. Looking to go all the way. She's probably not going to stop. Stopped by Seagull. Has to stop. Has to funkily move around. Connor ends up with it in her hands. It's a missed layup, missed opportunity from the Meals. When Casanavoid gets it running the floor, she's yet to stop. That's going to be a travel. Frazee, you cannot stand up. Sorry, Frazee, turnover. You cannot stand up when you're on the ground. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That one to nobody. .205 here in the third. Lathrop leads this one 23-22. One tie, one lead change here in this third quarter. It's the first time Lathrop's led all game. That one, come over, that's a block.
The Mules, number 2, Peyton Cobb.
So into the Mules, number 2, Peyton Cobb. In for LeBlond is number 10, Grace Giles. Right wing 3, Giles misses short. That one's going to be off of Zeimer. It's going to stay with LeBlond. Left corner 3, Seago, missed short. That one's going to go off of Zeimer. No.
Mules, number 25, Chloe Pritchett.
So after all that, it ends up in Lathrop's hands. Coach Trimble has not been on his side with the refs the last 2 days, and he has made sure that they know that. Casanovoid, good defense there by Seago. She has stuck with her this second half. That's going to be a foul. Going to go to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Casanovoid. That's going to be on Frazee. That's going to be her third.
Eagle foul number 14, El Frazee, her third.
It's team foul number 5 of the quarter. Casanovoid at the line to shoot 2.
Into the Eagles, number 4, Mariah Rocha, number 5, Gracie Wolf.
In for the Eagles, number 4, Mariah Rocha, and number 5, Gracie Wolf. Giles and Connor take a seat. At the line, Casanovoid got it. They have extended their lead to 3. The scoring drought has continued for LeBlond. They haven't scored since what was the 5:30 mark in the third quarter. Had the back door. Cathcart didn't see it. Cathcart attacks. Foul. That one's going to be on Keith. That's going to be her third. Team foul number 4 here in the third quarter. 52 seconds to go.
The Eagles, number 20, Brenna Miller. The Mules, number 45, Maddie Neal.
So into the game for the Mules, number 45, Maddie Neal. Right wing 3, Wolf cannot get it to go. She can't find it. Casanovoid pushing pace. When she has it, she's not going to stop. Couldn't get it to go. It ends up in LeBlond's hands. They can take probably the last shot. 1 second separates game clock and shot clock. They had this yesterday, and they just kind of went into their offense. Miller didn't want the shot. Good find. Seago, right hand off the glass. Got it to go. That was a big needed bucket there. Back to a 1-point game. 10 seconds here. Nearly turned over. Gonna have to put it up. Does get it up. Way off the mark. That's gonna end it for the third quarter. Lathrop has found their way all the way back in this one. It's gonna carry a 1-point lead. Heading into the fourth quarter, I tell you what looked like a game where the LeBlond was gonna run away. Then their defense started to slow down, and Lathrop found their groove. And since then, Lathrop's found their groove. LeBlond has lost it. LeBlond has lost all momentum they had on the offensive side of the ball. They trail 25-24 here going into the fourth. by 1. Going into the fourth quarter, they flip this game on its head. LeBlond's got to find their groove. That's a turnover. That one's going to go off of, nobody touched it. Sorry, that one's going to go off of Connor. So Connor just has a blatant air turnover there, and it's going to be Lathrop basketball. That one's going to be out of bounds, off Cathcart. She is everywhere. Cathcart's got 4 today. Frazier's still the leading scorer. Seago's got 6 for LeBlond. For Lathrop, Cassinavoid has 16. Pritchett has 4. One of those being a 3. Kind of swung a little bit of momentum. It cut it to 7 early in the second quarter. And LeBlond find their offensive rhythm. Dump down. Connor goes to work. Fade away. Rims in and out. Gets her own rebound. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound again. And then she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is going to go on number 3, number 23, J.C. Cassinavoid. Her first, team foul number 1. In for the Meals, number 1, Mackenzie Keith, and number 13, Hannah Pritchett. Neal and Cobb take a seat. That one's good. And LeBlond retakes the lead. Left wing 3, Keith couldn't get it to go. Cassinavoid, rebound, no. Foul, Frazee, her 4th here with 6:53 to go, and that's going to be huge for LeBlond. Inbounds, gets it to Pritchett. Pritchett attacks, runs right into Connor, way off the mark. Nearly traveled there by Cathcart, but she keeps her footing. They lead by 1, 26-25. Connor takes it, floater, missed, off the mark. Rebounded by Keith, pushing the pace. It's a 3-on-2. Which one she want? Almost gets it to Cassinavoid. It's going to go off of Cassinavoid's hands, and it's going to be
number 10, Grace Giles.
Back into the game for Lathrop's number 24, Everly Zemer. Giles, turnaround, fadeaway, no good. Rebounded by Cassinavoid. She's led this team all the way back. They trail by 1. 6 minutes to go here in that's going to be a turnover off of Pritchett's hands. If you're Lathrop, you just want to keep doing what you did all third quarter. It worked. They gave yourself a 1-point lead. They were +5. Stop. Pull up. Cathcart missed. Got the shot she wanted. Wide open. Just couldn't get it to go. That seems like the second half. That's what it's been. That's going to be a near turnover. It's going to go off of Giles. Stigo right there. She's been all over Cassinavoid here in this second half. Ten on the shot clock. 5:18 on the game clock. 1-point game. Right to Zemer. Over the top. Got it. They retake the lead. And exactly what they want. The second lead change already here in the fourth quarter. Wolf throws it up. No good. Zemer, rebound. Gets it out to Keith. They got a chance to extend this 1-point lead. 27-26. Stolen. Turnover. Again. Lathrop's turnover struggles continue. Cathcart. Timeout, LeBlond. Coach Trimble, probably a good one there. Cathcart didn't get to go. 30-second timeout here on the floor. Lathrop leads this one 27-26 with 4:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Lathrop's got 3 timeouts left. LeBlond has 4. The foul trouble's really only on the Bishop LeBlond side. Frazee has 2. Frazee has 4. We'll see when he decides to bring her back in. I think it's now. I believe Frazee's going to come in now. Yeah, Frazee's going to check in, so with Frazee back in, she's got 4:36 to go. She has to be careful not to pick up her 5th. For Lathrop, Keith has 3. Hannah Pritchett has 3, and that is it. Cassinavoy has 1. Zemer has 1. Besides that, there's nothing to worry about here for Lathrop. Good find. Seago couldn't get it to go with the left hand. Definitely not what Coach Trimble wanted out of the timeout. Cassinavoy yet to give it up on a fast break yet. That was blocked by Conard. And over to Cathcart, and Cathcart's going to own the floor. 4-on-5. Stops. Finds Conard. 17-footer. Good. And LeBlond retakes the lead. 4 minutes to go. What Coach Trimble wanted there. Kick out to Pritchett. Nothing. Keith. Left wing 3. Way short. Kendall's going to push the pace again. She's just going to run right past Zemer. That's going to go as a travel. I'm honestly surprised they didn't call a foul there. Keith came flying over. Lathrop may have gotten bailed out. It may not matter. Can LeBlond get a stop? They need it here. Zemer, just over the top. Way too long. Too hard. Now this shot clock's going to play into favor. Wolf throws it up. Foul. That was going to be on the floor.
Stein, 24, Beverly Zemer, her second.
That foul's going to go on Zemer, her second. Team foul number 2. 3:12 to go in the fourth. Stays with the blonde. Right corner 3, Seago. Miss short. Frazee rebounds. Got to be careful not to pick up her 4th. Or 5th. Over to Cathcart. Gets it to go. LeBlond extends the lead. Timeout, LeBlond. 30-second timeout. Trimble wants one. 30-27. 3:02 to go. A little 4-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Lathrop finds themselves back down 3. And it's back to the defensive side of the basketball for Bishop LeBlond. They've had to go back to it. They're not going to outscore you by 30 points. And we've seen that's what they tried to do against Adrian in the fourth quarter last night. And it just didn't work. They didn't have enough steam in there. They didn't have enough steam in the engine to keep going. So they're going to have to defend for the last 3 minutes if they want to win this game. They're not going to be able to outscore a team. It's literally going to be the defensive side of the basketball where they win games this year. Lathrop basketball. Pritchett thought about it, didn't take it. That's going to be a turnover. LeBlond's going to have a chance to extend their lead. Frazee's going to flatten it out. Good idea there. Cathcart takes, missed, short, tips it out. Perfect. Shot clock resets. Trimble wants to slow it down. Finds Connard. Connard throws it up. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's going to be Pritchett's 4th. So Hannah Pritchett has 4. Team foul number 3. Connard at the line to shoot 2.
Team foul number 3.
Connard makes the first. Makes the second. 5-point lead for LeBlond. Attacks floater. Good. Keith got it when they needed it. Back to a 3-point game. Attacks, floater, Connard. Big time bucket there. Back to 5. Lathrop's going to have to start pushing pace. They want a chance in this one. They're going to have to start pushing pace. LeBlond leads by 5. 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. That's a turnover. LeBlond's going to have it. Cathcart can push pace. It's a 2-on-1 situation if she wants the layup. Frazee puts it up. Can't get it to go. An empty possession for LeBlond. It's the last thing you want. Fast, easy possessions. Get timeout. Lathrop. Pass and avoid adds to her total. She's got 18 now for Lathrop. 1:22 to go. 3-point game. LeBlond has 3 timeouts left. Lathrop has 2. 3 team fouls on Lathrop. One on the Eagles. We've got ourselves a fun one here. My game 1 of the day. Game 3 down here, though. Remember, Lathrop boys and LeBlond boys follow. Lathrop still searching for their first win of the season. 1:22 in the fourth quarter. Full timeout. Lathrop wants to set up a press. Now is when you need to capitalize. If you're LeBlond, you lead with 1:22 to go. You gotta finish. You have to put together a final minute 22. You hold off a 3-point lead. They couldn't get it done yesterday. Can they do it today? Here's the press. LeBlond's. Oh, no. Lathrop's going to stay out of it here. Shot clock's going to help you with that. They have to put up a shot here. Lathrop can just straight up defend. You got to defend for 35 seconds, so it's got to be one of the best defensive possessions you've had all day if you're Lathrop. LeBlond, you want to start getting into your set about 15. It's over to 20, back to Cathcart. 15 is now on the shot clock. Now you can start getting into your offense. That's going to be a foul on Keith. Her 4th. Most importantly, it resets the shot clock back to 35. That's the last thing you wanted to do. And now, realistically, you may have to think about fouling. It's only going to leave about 25 left on the game clock. I guess that's enough. The thing is, you give up a bucket here, this game's probably over because you're not fouling. Ten seconds on the shot clock. You're going to have to go score a bucket. Connor's going to do it herself. Blocked. Rebounded by Lathrop. They're going to have a chance. That's going to be a double dribble turnover. Pass and avoid. Time out, Lathrop. That turnover may cost Lathrop the game. 21.5 now. They got the stop they wanted with 25 left on the game clock and down a possession, and they turn it over. That may be the biggest one yet. And now Lathrop's going to need a foul if they can't stop the inbound. So they're going to have to deny the inbound here. If they can't get a turnover on the inbound, they are going to have to foul. It's going to have to be a fast foul. Can LeBlond put together and finish off the job to get a big W here? LeBlond coming up. They're at Chillicothe on the 9th. They have Midbuck on the 13th. So this would be a good win before heading into two tough games. Chillicothe, really good Class 4 squad. Midbuck, difficult Class 3 district opponent. That's going to be out of bounds. Interesting situation. They're not fouling. Now you have to foul. Now there's no choice. Pass and avoid. Fouls. Her second. Team foul number 5. Frazie's going to go to the line with a chance to put this one on ice. She makes one of these, for sure this game is most likely over, barring a miracle. Misses the first. And now you need this one. Keith and Zemer back in the game. I realized that I said Zemer's last name wrong the whole game. Well, the first half at least. Frazee, big time, got it. That probably puts this one out of reach. Timeout, LeBlond. Timeout, LeBlond. Full timeout. So realistically here, if you're LeBlond, you're going to pick up full court. They go to shoot a 3, you run the other way. Because it really doesn't matter if they make it. They're still probably going to make it with maybe a second left on the clock. With that being said, then you have to do is throw the ball in. The last thing you do is foul on a 3. It doesn't matter what the situation is. You don't even have to close out. Like they're not 4 here with 10 seconds left, so it's not the matter of a 3-point game, a 2-point game. You got to close out on a 3. Not at all. They can literally run the opposite way if they want to be honest. LeBlond's going to pick them up in a full-court press, so they're going to have to go the full distance in about 6 seconds. You got to treat this as a 6-second game. 5 to 6 seconds. You want to go score in 5 to 6 seconds, or else you're just completely done. You take up 9, it's over. Second most important thing is that if they're not going to pick you up, you roll this ball. 10 seconds left, 4-point game. They do roll it. Hey, Casavoy has to pick it up. You're going to have to put a shot up. Stego closes out, misses short. Keith rebounds. Foul. Keith's going to go to the line. That's the last thing you wanted to do.
You go back on the 15, get a Cathcart, their second.
So the refs are going to discuss. If they're not going to put any time on, this game's over. If they're going to put time on, Keith's going to have to try to miss this on purpose. So the Blondes hoping this game is over with. Did they blow the whistle with time still on the clock? That's what matters. Do they know? This isn't college where you can go back and look. They're going to put .5 on the clock. Surprised Coach Keith doesn't want a timeout to talk this over. He's got one left. You're going to have to miss it off the front rim, and it's going to have to be a tap. She makes it. And now if you're LeBlond, you chuck it. So 35-34 with 0.5 to go. Sorry, with just 0.5 to go. If you're LeBlond, you launch this ball as deep as you can get away from this rim. For Lathrop, I'm honestly surprised Coach Keith didn't want to miss that off the front of the rim. If that was me, I would have probably tried to miss that off the front of the rim because the situation is here. Now you're down one with 0.5 seconds left on this clock. If you're LeBlond and Coach Trimble, you throw this ball deep away from the rim. You make sure you throw it in bounds, though. Don't launch it to where it just lands on the other side of the floor and out of bounds. That would be the worst situation because then that would give Lathrop the ball back. This ball just has to land in bounds, and this game is over with. Or you throw it at the person guarding the ball, and then it's over. One of the two will end this game, and LeBlond's going to walk away with a thrilling 1-point win. So Lathrop wants the 5-second count here. That's exactly what you wanted to do. This game's over. LeBlond's going to come away with a 1-point win. 35-34. LeBlond wins this one. Moves to 7-5 on the season. For Lathrop, they fall to 6-4. For them coming up, they'll have Bramer on the 5th. They have Lawson on the 9th. That'll be a tough KCI conference matchup. And then they'll head to the Bill Burns shootout, the 12th through the 17th. Lathrop boys, LeBlond boys follow here. This will do it for game one of my day. LeBlond wins 35-34. We'll be back.